Hey guys, Sylvia here. I'm in Taiwan and this is the look that we're doing today. So if you want to see how I got this look and got ready to it, then keep on watching. Good morning from Taiwan, guys. It is bright and early. I'm in Taiwan. It's crazy. I thought I would do a get ready with me because I'm in a different place. My routine is a little bit different. You guys can see the makeup that I use when I travel. It's nice to be somewhere else. Okay, let's hop into it. Okay, let's start by prepping my face for makeup. I always put on a layer of sunscreen before I put on my makeup because it's so important for your skin. I've seen some photos of middle-aged women who have versus have not worn sunscreen in their younger years, and the difference is so obvious. It's honestly so astonishingly crazy what the sun can do to your skin without you even noticing over the years. It leads to a lot of wrinkling, discoloration, sunspots, etc. I'm not that old, but I already see some sunspots on my face from the earlier years when I just didn't care to wear sunscreen, and now that I've noticed it on my face, I was like, whoa, 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 we gotta back this up. So I'm very aware to put on SPF now. Today I'm using Coppertone ClearlySheer for the face. It's super lightweight, doesn't feel oily, and it doesn't clog any pores or cause any breakouts. It's a full 50 SPF, which is great protection, especially because it's so hot here in Taiwan. I also use SPF 50 in Canada as well, even in the winter. I mean, just because you can't see the sun, it doesn't mean that those harmful UV rays are getting to your face. I also like that it's a matte finish, so it's a great base for makeup. Now I'm gonna use Smashbox Photo Finish Primer to prime my makeup so that it stays on all day when it's super humid and disgusting here. I always miss my face. And when you're touristing around, you have really long days, so super important that my makeup doesn't slat off my face, because how am I gonna get cute Instagram photos if I'm looking like doo-doo? So I packed two different foundations with me. I packed the Vichy Tint Ideal and also the new Giorgio Armani PowerFabric foundation. I think today I'm going to use the PowerFabric one just because it is literally 7 o'clock in the morning right now, and I probably won't get home until like closer to midnight, so it's gonna be a really long day, and it's a long wear one, so hopefully it'll live up to its name. I know Giorgio Armani foundations have been really hyped up, and I've actually only tried it like maybe a month ago. This one and the Luminous Silk foundation, and I really do like both. They stay on really well, and they actually look good like when you keep it on your skin all day long. It doesn't look cakey or dried up or anything. It still gives you a really nice dewy look. I have no mirror in front of me right now, so I'm literally just trusting that it's blended through my viewfinder and my camera. So I'm using the YSL Touche Eclat Radiance. Not like you can see the packaging anyways, I don't know why I'm doing this. So I'm just gonna put this under my eyes. I usually just use it to brighten up spots. So the brightening spots really need to be under my eyes, and then my chin, and sometimes just around my mouth. It can be dark. Sometimes my forehead. My trusty beauty sponge. Now that I've used a beauty sponge, like this is not the actual beauty blender one, it's the Sephora one. It's honestly changed my life. It makes my makeup look way better. It's way faster to apply all my makeup as well, and everything just blends like the most beautiful thing. It's like the equivalent of like a NutriBullet for blending smoothies, but instead you're blending your makeup. Side note, I love my NutriBullet. So now I'm gonna do my brows. I always do my brows before I powder and set my face because I like putting powder on my brows to just make them a little bit more natural looking and not so bold and harsh. I'm using the Annabelle Skinny Brow Liner in Universal Taupe. To fill it in completely, I'm using the Tarte Emphasize Waterproof. Here, let me just show you the name of this, because it takes forever to say these words. Focus. Okay, there, that one. It's raining a lot in Taiwan. Like yesterday it rained all day, so that's why I'm using a waterproof brow so that I don't end up browless when I'm walking around. But on the other hand, I got a really cute umbrella. Now I'm going to set everything with powder. I'm using this one, the Maybelline Better Skin Transforming Powder. I really like it. It really does make my skin look more smooth, and it stays on like all day. The staying power is great, although I think I need to get maybe a shade slightly darker. I feel like sometimes it can be a little bit pale on me. Every time I travel, my skin breaks out and it makes me sad. And I use a spongy thing that's in there to do under my eyes and pack that on. Okay, onto my eyes. I packed with me my Covergirl TruNaked Nudes. It's a really great palette that just really has everything that I need in there, and the staying power on this palette is like A++, especially if you find that you have greasy eyelids that crease really often. Try using this one. I get pretty creasy eyelids, but I've never really had a problem with creasing with this palette. I feel like it's such an underrated palette. Like, not a lot of people go towards, you know, drugstore palettes and whatnot, but I really like this one. The pigmentation is also awesome on it, and I find it to be like more creamy than the high-end makeup as well. I feel like people here don't really go crazy with the eyeshadows. I noticed that they play a heavy emphasis on eyeliner, and they're very much into lip colors. A lot of them are wearing really intense lip colors, but still like very natural looking. Like they don't wear crazy colors like North Americans do, like purples and blues and whatnot, but they wear more like corals and pinks. But you can really tell that they place a heavy emphasis on lipstick, because I would say like 90% of the girls that I see here wear really minimal eye makeup but then a brighter lipstick. When I'm traveling, I find a very great love for double-ended brushes like this one. This one's a Smashbox one. Shadow brush on one side, liner brush on the other. I just bring like this little book of brushes that look like, I mean, it's not really put together right now, but basically there's little elastics that you put everything in. I only bring like 6 brushes with me. Amazing. I mean, 6 brushes might seem like a lot to some people, but trust me, it's not. I have a lot of parts of my face that need brushes, okay? So today's supposed to be sunnier. Hopefully it will not rain as much so that I can hit up a night market, because that's apparently what you have to do when you're in Taiwan. I wanted to go check out a smaller one yesterday, but it was just raining. I wasn't gonna walk around the market in the rain. Not my cup of tea. Alright, I'm gonna brighten up this look a little bit with the shimmery pink that's in here. It's one of my fave colors. I like shimmery pinks on my eyes. I feel like it complements my skin tone. Okay, that's way more smoky than I thought I was gonna be, but it is what it is at this point. So I've only been here for about 24 hours so far, and basically what I've done is eaten a lot. But I feel like that's what you're supposed to do when you're in Taiwan. Everyone says the food in Taiwan is really good, and so far I concur. Now I'm gonna tight line. I'm using the Pixi Beauty and the Silky eye pen. I've been liking it. It's pretty silky. I don't know about the staying power. I haven't really paid attention to it, because sometimes the really silky ones, they smudge easily. However, there's one really silky one that I like that like stays on really well. It's the L'Oreal I need to burp. Silkissimo or something like that. That one is super silky, but it stays on really well. Once it dries, it's like solid. Okay, I'm gonna put on some fake lashes. I'm gonna use the Pure lashes. I've been really liking this one because it does give like a nice volume and dramaticness, but it still looks like fairly, I mean, not natural, but it's just not as intense as other ones. So it's like that nice middle ground where it's voluminous and it looks good in photos, but I don't look too extra. Honestly though, shout out to the House of Lashes lash adhesive. It is so good. It gets tacky like immediately, so there's like no wait time, and it stays on really well. I'm using the dark one right now, but the white one is really good too. So House of Lashes, if you're watching, can you just send me your eyelash glue by the dozen? And I have this mini one with me, which is perfect to throw in my bag, because God knows that the worst thing that can happen when you're out and about is having an eyelash falling off and hanging in the very midst of your eye, and it just looks really bad. I don't carry a makeup bag with me. I just feel like I don't need to touch up my makeup. However, what I do carry is eyelash glue. I've been in really bad situations where my eyelashes are just falling off and everything's a mess and everything just goes downhill from there. I can't let that snowball effect happen to me, so I always bring a lash glue. Bam, done. Honestly, all it takes to getting lashes on right is a really good lash glue that doesn't let you down. All right, I'm just gonna line over my lashes real quick. No, I messed up. Okay, I guess this line is gonna be thicker than I anticipated. You know when you mess up your line, you're just like, you just kind of go with it at that point. Like, if the makeup gods wanted me to have a thick liner today, that's what they're getting. Ooh, it actually came out nice. For once, my liner is even the first time around. Okay, I'm just going to smush my lashes together. I use the Uemura, like the mini one, because I feel like it's a lot more flexible when it comes to, you know, squishing where you want to put your eyelashes together. And sometimes your fake lashes just don't fit into the full curlers. Okay, now we're gonna quickly finish up our face with face stuff. I've been really enjoying the new Hoola Quickie contour stick. So good. Like, it goes on beautifully and it's really easy to blend out. It's also, I feel like, more precise than using a brush sometimes if you're a little bit newbie like me. I'll usually blend it out with my finger, but I'm just gonna use a brush today. Voila, blend it out. Easy peasy. You can also just put it on the brush like this and fill in any spots that you feel need to be filled in. My face is always weird here because I have this like random dark patch on my face, and then it makes my bronzer look really uneven, or contour look really uneven. So it's just not working with me today. It's really annoying to look at. I'm sure you guys are annoyed looking at it too. Okay, blush. I brought with me just one blush because it's reliable. I'm using the Tarte, oh god, it's really dirty. The Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. And I think, in my knowledge of using this, that it does live up to its 12-hour statement. It does stay pretty long, whereas I find like a lot of other blushes don't stay on that long. Last but not least, highlighter. Today I'm using something really new that I'm excited about. It's the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle. It is so nice. I love it. I think it's like the right amount of highlighter if you really want that pop, but you don't want to be like too extra. I don't know, because it's all bright all around, if you guys will be able to see this, but it really is super nice. It's not like glittery. I hate glittery highlighters. It really is like very seamless and blends into your skin nicely. A tip, if you guys want a more like concentrated look, is to use your finger to go over on top of it afterwards. So if I want something a little bit more intense, I will just take my finger and place it right on. That gives like a way more concentrated look. Okay, I think we're about done with the face for now. I'm gonna do my hair, fix it up. It looks crazy. All right, since I already have some natural existing messiness happening with it from the rain, essentially, I'm just gonna add a little bit more to it so that it actually looks like messy waves and not just messy. I love my Tangle Teezer brush, by the way. I know I haven't mentioned this to you guys, and you see it in a lot of my videos randomly when I'm doing my hair, and it does tangle my tease, or tease my tangle. I hate my widow's peak because it gives me like a little random strand of hair that never knows where it belongs. I'm gonna take like fairly big chunks of my hair, just wrap it around in random spots since there's already texture going on. I'm trying to get used to the dark hair. I'm not feeling so sad about it anymore. It is a lot easier to manage when it comes to the ability to wash my hair whenever I want and not try to wash my hair once a week. Okay, so I'm just gonna put in this oil I brought with me. I always bring this little oil with me. Oh, the Dove. Just gotta take it out of the plastic bag. Dove Regenerative Nourishment Treatment Serum. It's so humid, my hair is already falling. Like the back of my hair doesn't have any curls anymore. And then along with that, I also need to put in dry shampoo because, like I said, because it's like very moist here, my hair is like almost like wet. It's weird. So I don't want it to like look oily and wet. Oh, this is the Bumble&Bumble one. I wanted a powder one so that it was easy to travel with, not aerosol and anything complicated that the TSA may come get me for. Okay, I have my outfit chosen out, but the last thing I have to do is to put on some sunscreen so that my skin is protected. So I'm going to be using the Coppertone ClearlySheer for the body. It's really nice and lightweight, but at the same time it's super moisturizing. So it keeps my skin nice and moisturized without having to put like too many lotions and products all over my skin. And then my legs don't look ashy. And right before I head out, I put on my lip color. Today I'm going to go in for a retro look. So I'm going to be using a more retro color. This is Infallible Paints L'Oreal in Nude Star. Alright, here's my full outfit. So I'm just wearing a vintage cropped Nike top with a denim, what's it called? Denim skirt with a choker to keep it 90s. My Givenchy bag, some sneakers so I can walk around. Yeah. And my final face look.